and welcome to the second episode of Social Table. Social Table is a venture where we have unfiltered talent with us. Today, me and Prakash are going to be your host, and with us today is an amazingly talented person, an enthusiastic writer, and a passionate photographer, author, and a blogger. So, yeah, Mr. Vikas, welcome you here.
Thank you very much, Faisal and Prakash. Thank you very much, Faisal, for the kind words. I'm not that amazing, but thanks indeed.
Okay, Vikas, as we know that you are associated with multiple fields, so how do you maintain your work and life balance?
Well, work is work. That needs the time. But then, obviously, because whatever time the office takes, that's going to be the same. But
Hmm.
whatever time I get home, I would sleep a little less. And you have to settle time through that, right? If you have to go to a photo walk, you would have to devote those 4 5 hours to that task. उतनी देर में भाई आपका जो घर का काम है वो नहीं होगा खत्म. So you have to
Yes,
just
sir.
take the small snippets of times and arrange them like Excel table. You have to
Yes,
arrange
sir.
them carefully. And yeah, biggest uh, biggest sacrifice is the sleep. Apart from that, like, I don't need sleep. Another book would do just fine.
Okay,
Yes,
Vikas.
sir. It depends on what is your priority. Like you love doing your what you love the most, so sleep should be one. Some or other thing must be sacrificed.
Yeah.
It.
Well, because again, the time is the same for all of us.
Yes.
Now, so whatever time you got to find, you have to find कि भाई, what activities you can reduce. If
Hmm.
you reduce the things which you actually enjoy, then
Yes.
what's the point of the time which you have?
Yes, sir.
So whatever
I remember.
time you have. Mhm.
I remember a quote from Jordan Peterson. He said that you have to choose your damn sacrifice. What you want is everything comes for a sacrifice. Either you sacrifice the thing you love or the thing like sleep and your these type of things.
Mhm. Exactly. Like, and yeah, like I can go into too many details, but yeah, basically no sleeves.
Yes, sir.
So let's move on. So basically, because I am here to explore your that photography side as you are a professional photographer. So what is the most challenging thing about being a photographer?
Currently, the most challenging thing about the photography is actually the part that I cannot do this full time, and
Mm.
I only get weekly maximum 2 days, and if I have to cover a specific function, specific festival, or have to go some trip, I actually need to take work off from from my work.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the biggest hurdle, because and also because others and other events and other people are not going through their life according to my schedule.
We have to
So
fix.
yeah, so that's the most challenging actually.
Exactly. And about as I am also a freelancer photographer, so I feel like we need to upgrade ourselves regularly in this field to compete that zona. So you I guess you have plenty of equipments with yourself, and is there something which you want to buy but you haven't buy till yet?
Sure, lot of things. I want to
The-
buy a full frame camera but haven't bought it yet, because like I still haven't been doing too many paid jobs just because of the fact that I cannot work as per the client's time, right? So
yes,
my
sir.
return of investment is very low. So I
Yeah.
don't want to currently invest more into this thingy when I do not have any return on investment. And yeah, like full frame, then I really want to get a wide angle lens, then I really want to get a super zoom lens, I really want to get a 135 1.8 lens, right? So there's always going to be camera models and lenses. Hell, I want to get 600 watt flash as well. So
Now you're
there are
talking.
So
too many
basically, you
Now,
things.
wanted to be every aspect of that photography. I mean, the portrait photography, wildlife photography, landscape photography.
Sure. I love, see, I love to click, right?
yes.
So I love photography. Whatever genre there is, that that can be handled as per the requirements. But my pure joy is into the looking through the viewfinder and capturing that particular moment. Now that moment may contain some people in it, or no people, or some animal, or some birds. But for me, like I would just take my camera and just walk around as well sometimes, not always, because remember there are books to be read as well. So
Okay. Okay, Vikas, I want to ask about your recently published book that is A to Z Paths to Death. I mean, why
mhm.
did you choose horror as the genre for your book?
Well, you can call it horror. I call it contemporary. Everybody
I,
dies. It's not a especially see horror is kind of a fantasy. There are no ghosts or vampires or any paranormal thing is, but death
hmm?
is real. So it
Yes,
is, and it's like again like I like to imagine ways of die. Well, the ways people
yes.
can die. It is morose. It is
I
something
mean,
different, but again, yeah.
yes, yes. It's so uncommon. Like, who thinks about people dying? Like,
Oh well, lot of people talk
Oh,
yeah,
about
that's
talk about George R. R. Martin. He just puts hundreds of pages of non-action between people dying, but he is
uh,
also very fond of killing people. And I just wanted, I tell you, like I just wanted the scene and pure fun of just people dying, right? That's why it's paths to death and
and
not any other name of short stories where like I could have done this thing as well that okay I'm writing 26 stories, but before that there would be 15 pages of interaction between different characters and then I would be killing them. But I didn't want that. I wanted just the fun and like if you like obviously you have read it.
yes,
So
sir.
as you've seen, like most of the stories have just the basic setup and
Mhm.
then just the ways the people are dying. So I just wanted the simplicity of death and I wanted to capture all of them. Like, I wanted to capture basically A to Z because again, like that's something different. You would see it
Yeah,
different books on A to
it's
Z on emotions or something. But yeah,
it's so uncommon. Like we have in our mainstream movies and everywhere, people writing books about love and life, but death is very very uncommon.
I hate love stories. Not I say not love stories per se, but the fact which I don't like is that we have a culture of copying things.
I believe that.
So what happens is once Chetan Bhagat writes a book about IIT and that book becomes a super hit, everybody starts writing about their college experiences. Somebody writes a love story, Ravinder Singh.
Hmm.
Everybody starts copying that particular thing and everybody writes the similar thing. So if you will have a look at the Indian publishing, every book will be following into same genre.
Hmm.
I know that there is only so many things people can do, but along with like the photography, writing also has countless genres.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
So there are people who are writing contemporary. There are people who are writing fantasy, people writing sci-fi in India as well. But problem is हमारे यहाँ पर either it's love stories or the self-help books.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Person,
I,
you
so
like.
so when you said self-help book, I realized that you are talking about me. I have
No, not
read
you,
number of
not
books on.
you, not you. But
I have
I,
I'm telling about myself. I have read number of books on self-help. Like
Mhm.
I love to read them and get new things, get to know about them.
Right. Like I said, I hate love stories.
You
I
also hate
hate,
self-help.
I hate self-help as a book genre.
Hmm.
And the biggest reason behind that is the Secret by Rhonda Burns.
Hmm.
That's the
Hmm.
biggest pi- pile of bullshit which I ever read.
I also
And
believe it. Like
of
it talk
course,
about.
everybody did.
Ah, yes, sir.
And I realized one thing, that the only person, like, you read self-help, but those books are helping only one person, or maybe like multiple other than him, like who wrote the book and people who are selling those books. You are only
Ah,
helping those people. And
ah.
like, person, if he decides something, they are going to achieve that,
Hmm.
right? So again, like, somebody telling them that they can do it, that might make some difference, but biggest difference is made by the person who is doing that.
No, but
And
what I read is I read a book on body language,
mhm,
and second I read that book on how to influence people, public speaking book. So these kind of books tell new things. Of course, for me, not for everyone. Like you know,
I
yes, you are want
have
to say something.
also read all these books. I
Oh,
I I say that I don't like self-help books, but again, like, specifically those books which say that okay, you can change your life, you need
no,
this thing, you
I
this
also don't read these type
you
of things.
need these things, right? So like, if I have an option of buying books, I'll buy all the different genres of the books before buying a self-help book. But at the same time, there are certain books which might be termed as self-help, but they are more so talking about something entirely different. When you
Mm-hmm.
talk about the book on the body language,
Hmm.
that might have been a dry scientific book, but no, that writer wrote the book in a accessible manner, so that
Hmm.
way others could actually read and understand it, enjoy it. But
Hmm.
that's not a self-help book in real sense of words, if I can be
Okay.
right. It's not self-help, it's a science book.
Okay. Then I'm on the safe side.
Now, but again, like, you would also agree, right, that those self-help books which say that okay, you can do this, you can achieve this,
Yes, yes.
those are not. Mhm.
There's an author. His name is Jay Shetty, and I
Okay.
just flipped 2 or 3 pages of his book, and he wrote every that which is general to public, like wake up early in the morning, choose an idol. Like we know this thing. Why are you writing this in 2020 again?
Maybe because people need a reminder all the time.
Do you think is the difference between a professional photographer and a person who is just doing it for a hobby like you?
A profession is something which gives you continuous earning.
Hmm.
If you are able to earn based on your photography, you are a professional photographer,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So I am
Yes.
not doing that. So because I am doing it only on couple of days, I am a part-time photographer. I am a weekend photographer. I'm not a professional photographer as of now because I am not continuously doing that. Professionally, I am an IT professional.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah. We
yeah,
talked
so
about it one day.
yeah. So difference between the professional and normal person is that professional photographer is first of all earning through his photography, but beyond that they have lot of experience and they have studied different techniques of photography, different ways of how to
Yes,
take
sir.
a photo, how to make the photos great. While a person who's just clicking the photos, they might not understand their camera in through the way, they might not understand the lenses they are using or the light
Yes, sir.
they have. So that's the difference between a professional and a beginner or anyone who's just clicking the photos. Well, I am also that who's just clicking the photos.
And sir, personally, what is your favorite genre when it comes to reading books? Like you told that you don't like self-help books and love book, that romantic side of that. Then what do you
Mhm.
like the most?
I like to read fiction over non-fiction clearly, but
Hmm.
in fiction I like to read fantasy and YA a lot, young adult
Okay.
genre.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, these two.
Sir, I wanted to know your views on Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist.
Wonderful book.
Yes, sir. I
Uh,
also like that.
this was like was this was first few of the books initially. Like I now have more than 1,200 books, but
1200.
Alchemist, sure, more than that actually, but that's besides the point. But Alchemist was one of the books which I had bought when I only had about 25 books,
Yes,
but
sir.
I had lent it to a friend and she never returned it. So then I bought the 25th anniversary edition of The Alchemist. So I have that now and I've read it twice and found it wonderful both the times.
Yes, sir. I
Again,
also
like
enjoy it a lot.
I don't read Paulo Coelho as a self-help author or as an author through his book, like through whose books I can learn something about myself. He
Yes, sir.
writes
Same
fiction.
thing
He
for.
writes fiction, so I enjoy the stories and they are wonderful.
Yes, sir. Same thing for me.
Because you would
Uh,
find people who are just claiming, who would claim that alchemist like teaches you to find the actual
yes, sir.
meaning of life inside yourself and whatnot. It's not
Uh,
a. It's very good fiction, but it's not something like you need to base your life around.
yes, sir. Like it had the famous quote from it: "The universe conspires to give you what you want." It was something like that.
Sure. But although like there were much more quotable parts, and what other like there are other parts which I remember the most. The one I really like is where he used to buy the fattest of the books so that he could sleep or sleep over them. They will
Yes,
act
sir.
as a
Yes, sir.
better cushion for him. Because I like that because I have also done the same.
Are a photographer, you are a writer, and you are also a blogger. So, if I ask, which activity do you enjoy the most? Reading, photography, or writing?
Oh. Very tough question.
You take your time, sir. Think and answer.
Nah, like tough choice between the reading and the photography part. As- But yeah, I would say reading the most because most of the time, even when I'm clicking, I would be listening to an audiobook. So that's something which I keep. Like my
Okay.
book blog is called Keep on Reading. So that's seriously which I follow a lot. Even when I'm riding my bike, I will be listening to my book audiobooks. When I'm doing some other thing, right? I would still be listening to those books. So reading comes first and then everything else follows.
Thank you so much, Vikas, for giving us your valuable time for the social table interview. It was really fun to have you with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Prakash. It was my pleasure. And thank you very much, Faisal. I love talking to you about photography as well, and Prakash to you with about books.